Hello guys, welcome to Gyan Gurukul. So in today's class, we will learn about what is producer surplus, right? So the concept, as the name suggests, it is related with a producer, right? So this is the demand and supply curve for a particular commodity in the market, right? This is the demand curve and this is the supply curve, yes? And both the two curve intersect at point this. We denote this point as E, and consequently the equilibrium price is OP1 and the equilibrium quantity is OQ1. Okay. Now, let's see from the producer's point of view. Okay. So, when the price is zero, the producers in the economy of that particular commodity, let's say the commodity is X. Okay. The producers of the commodity X, they wouldn't produce anything. Why? Because at at this point, right? At this point, when the price is zero, it doesn't make sense for them to produce anything of the commodity because they wouldn't be able to fetch up any price for the commodity, right? Because the price is zero, so they won't produce anything, right? Okay. Now, as the price increases, okay, the quantity that the producers would supply in the market also increases, right? As the price increases, the quantity also increases. Okay, so we got a positive sloping supply curve. Why? Because there is a positive relation between the price and the quantity supplied, right? Now in the economy, we got that at this point, right? At the price OP1, at the price OP1, how much the producers are willing to produce or sell in the market? This much. Okay, OQ1. This much the producers in the market would produce, right? At OP1 price. Okay, we got that. Now let's say a different price. Okay, say this price. Okay, at this price, okay, at OP2 price, let's see if the producers are willing to produce at least something of the quantity or not. So we see on the horizontally, we draw a line and we see in the supply curve, okay, at this point, and we got that at OP2 price the producers are actually producing, and how much they are producing, say OQ2. Okay, so even at a price which is less than OP1, the producers are even willing to produce a certain amount. And how much the amount? OQ2, right? But because the market price is OP1, right? Because the market price is OP1, even though they are willing to produce or sell the commodity in the market at OP2 price, but they are fetching a higher price. Why higher price? Because the market price is higher at current rate. At present, the market price or the price in the market of the commodity is high, right? So this difference, the difference between P1 and P2, right? The difference between OP1 and OP2, this is the difference that shows that the producers are getting or fetching a higher price than what they are willing to sell at, right? That is, the producers are willing to sell OQ2 amount of the commodity at a price OP2, but they are getting a higher price because the market price is high, and that is obviously a high profit for them, right? I mean, if see you are a producer and you are say willing to sell the commodity to a uh, consumer at say 10 rupees, right? But the consumer comes and tell you that no, I won't buy it at 10 rupees. Rather, I would buy it at 20 rupees. So will you decide that? No, because that is a good business deal for you. You are willing to sell at 10 rupees, but the buyer is willing to give you 20 rupees. So better, if he wants to pay high, then let it be. That would be my profit, right? If I am a producer, then that would be good for me, right? So the producers, even though they are willing to sell OQ2 amount at OP2 price, right? But because of the market price is high, they are selling at a higher price, that is OP1. Now this difference, okay, this difference that is denoted by this area, I would give them a name, say A, B. Okay, so the area A plus B, area of the rectangles A and B, right? This rectangle and this rectangle. Okay, these two represents the producer surplus of those producer who are willing to sell at OP2. Clear? Right. Now say there are some other producers in the market who are willing to sell this much amount of the commodity, say Q3, at a price, how much? This, say P3. Okay, at P3 price, some producers in the market, they are willing to sell OQ3 amount. Okay, but even they also, even though they are willing to sell at OP3, they are getting a higher price. Which is the higher price? It is OP1, right? So the difference between OP1 and OP3, that is this amount, right? This amount, it would be a surplus for the producer. Okay, it would be a surplus for the producer because they are getting high price than what they are intending to sell it. Okay, so in a way we can say the producer surplus is basically the difference between what the producers are willing to sell the commodity in the market at what price and what they actually are getting. Okay, the price, that the market price, and what they are actually intending to sell it, right? So that difference denotes the surplus for the producer. Okay, so what we get at Q2 at this price OP2, but they are getting to sell at OP1. So this A and B, this area where the producer surplus. Now at this point they are selling at, they are ready to sell at P3, but the price they are fetching is OP1. So this would be their consumer, consumer, not consumer, it would be the producer surplus, right? So in this way, if we look at the supply curve and we take any point, okay, any point below this point, right, below the point E, if we take any point on the supply curve, say this point, right, even if these points also, the commodity is say this much, okay, and how much the price they are willing to sell, they are ready to sell this much of commodity, they're willing to sell this much of commodity at price, say this one OP star, right? So even at this point also they are willing to sell the commodity at a lower price than what is the market price is. So this also give them a surplus amount, right? So in this way all these points together constitute the producer surplus for the producers in the market. Okay, all these points, right, all the area of this triangle, this O P1 E. Okay, the area of the triangle O P1 and E, the area of the triangle, it denotes what? It denotes producer's surplus, right? Why? Because up to this point, up to the point E, take any point, okay, take any point, the producers are willing to sell the commodity at a lower price than what the market price currently is. So they are fetching a higher price than the price they are willing to sell actually, right? So that difference denote a surplus for them. Okay, the difference is actually a surplus for them, for the producers, right? So this, the area of this triangle, that is OP1E, it actually denotes the producer surplus for a particular commodity, right? So we have known what is the consumer surplus and what is the producer surplus. It is nothing but basically the difference between what they are actually willing to pay and what they actually pay, right? Thank you.